All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Sunday watch list. This week was pretty crazy. We broke out of this range we were in from this 563 to 564 supply. We had demand down here at this 554. Notice our supply back here, demand here. We broke below, retested it, and used it as a rejection point. Now we are continuing to make highs, lower lows, lower highs, and this trend line is being very respected here on SPY. Now, my one of my main watches for this week is on SPY is going to be this 547 to 545 reject. Basically, what I'm going to be looking for is to see if this potentially forms a new lower high. So since we're on a downtrend and this trend line is getting respected, I'm looking for points where I can look for that next lower high. But also this area was supply back here, support back here. So I want to see if we do catch some relief right now where it says weekly 21 EMA. If I go to the weekly chart, this is going to be a strong level of support here. Not only is it demand from back here, but the weekly 21 EMA is in there as well. So if I go back to this time frame, you will see that this is demand here. Notice the bounce we got here. When we bounced here, it took us to 547. When we bounced here, it literally took us to 547, 553. So based off of those reactions in the past off of this level, I'm going to be seeing how do we react here at this 537, 538? Do we hold? Do we start to catch some relief? Because if we do, I will be looking for a relief bounce into 545, 547, where then I will look to go short back down to here if that is going to be a lower high. So those are my two key points I'm going to be watching on SPY. If things get very strong, if we reclaim that 547, maybe even the 550 area, then I'll be looking to go long into 554. But for now, I'm going to be looking for that next lower high point, see if that plays out. Next is QQQ. Or before we get into QQQ, let's look at the economic data for the week. Monday, we have wholesale inventories, 7 a.m. Always important to watch those 7 a.m. news. And then Wednesday, we have CPI. Thursday, we have PPI. Those are going to be the big economic data points for this week. Friday, we have consumer sentiment, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard. It's just always very important to be aware of those 10. That way you don't get caught up in any trades. I probably say this every week. Next is QQ. Very similar chart. We have a new downtrend, right? We have a high, lower highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows, so on. QQ is also approaching a very key area of demand. If I go to the daily chart, the daily 200 SMA, a very respected simple moving average, is near this area of demand. This 444 to 442, 443 area, notice that's a huge level of demand from back here. Look at the reaction we got off of it last time. Huge bounce, right? Huge recovery from that level. I want to pay very close attention to this level. See how we react here. So if SPY and QQ start to bounce off of these areas of demand, it kind of gives a sign that we could get a little relief bounce from these areas. Um, Anything below that, I mean, it's daily 200 is right under it, so we could like break and still hold and then reclaim. A little tricky area right here. For me to be very confident in shorts below the 4-4, it has to be below like this 200 SMA. And then we have room down to the next area of demand, which is going to be 440 is going to be a mid-range level, and then main target is going to be like this 435 area. I believe we have a trend line here as well. It looks like so. Maybe we could get down to this area. But main thing I want to watch is how do we react around this demand here and this daily 200 SMA. Reject levels as of right now on QQQ. I want to continue to watch this 450 area. I want to see do we continue to hold below that. A reclaim of 450 opens up room to 455, 454, 455. So these are my three levels of interest. Here, here, and here. Anything mid ranges, I probably won't be touching. Those are my main levels of interest on Qs. Best to wait for key levels like that. Next top watch is going to be Meta for me. Meta is at a very psychological level, which is 500. Look at this daily chart. Huge bearish engulfing, huge evening star candle. And this 510 to 512 area, 509 to 512 area is a, so I'm gonna clear the chart, start over so you guys can see. So here we have a high, We have a lower high, and then we have a big level of rejection here at this. We rejected this area here, 527 to like this 524 area. Big rejection point here. Below that, the next area that kept getting respected was like I said, yeah, like this 510, 509, 510 to like 512 area. Yeah, pretty much like this area. So I want to see what happens if we come and retest this area, as well as the next target on Meta is going to be this demand zone down here. This is our next demand zone. I feel like this is where Meta is going towards, this 495. But I want to see if we can get a pullback first for like another lower high and then catch the move down. So something similar to this, maybe like something like this and then like this. Or even the 504 Wednesday's low could be a good break and retest area, that 50 505, 503 area. But this is my target on Meta. So I'll be keeping a close eye on it. I just want to see where that next lower high could be. Thinking anywhere from 509 to 512. If we don't pull back that high, it's probably going to get there way before. And if it opens up in that area, I'd be very careful just going short just because it is an area of demand. Next favorite setup is going to be NVIDIA. I actually like this one a little bit more than Meta, to be honest. NVIDIA's at a key level of demand. This is the 100 psychological area, 100 to 101 demand zone. And we see what happens here every single time. Huge bounce all the way back to 120. Huge bounce all the way back up to 130. Right. So it's like an area where buyers do step in. We're testing it multiple times now, though. Eventually, the more times you test something, the more likely it is to break. So here we are at 100. No key EMAs at this area. If we break and hold below 100, that opens up room to 97.7. And I don't see no reason why it wouldn't flush to 90. If it does catch aggressive sell-off below 197, 90 would be the next target. And this is where I would be interested in buying long term if things were to get down there. But break and retest below 100 or 100 relief bounce. Now for the bullish scenario, let's say things get very strong. We do end up holding 100. Pay attention to that area for a bounce. If we reclaim this 104 area, that is where longs are on the table back into 110. This huge area of resistance here. If we break 110, I mean, one like this chart can be a very nice reversal when it is time for that. So definitely one of my top watches. Tesla's my next top watch. Don't want to make this too long, but pretty simple. We had a big rejection here from 233 to 235, and we've been rejecting that area. Fell back below 220 and came to 210. 210 is a big area of demand, as you notice from back here. And I want to see what happens, right? Every time we come here, hold, bounce. And I want to see here. There's a third touch of this lower trend line as well. We have one touch, two touch, three touches. And I want to see if we break and retest this 210, that opens up room to 205. So it's this could be a very good scalp trade into the 205 area. As it was down 8%, see if it has second day continuation. And last but not least, Amazon broke a key area of demand as well, which was this 175. Here, I want to see if we can come back and retest it. Something like this, 174, 175, full room down to 166. Pretty much the next area of demand, as right now it's in the middle. So that is one of my top watches for the week. I like all these names. Let's cover Apple. I don't think I covered Apple. Apple below 219. This probably gives room to 217. Apple is on a downtrend as well. So daily chart looks very weak. Looks like Apple does have room to 216 based off this daily chart. Other than that, guys, that's going to be the Sunday watch list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have an amazing trading week. I update these watch lists every morning in my free broadcast channel just in case things change. And this week I posted a lot of fire. I posted NVIDIA a couple of times this week. The watch list levels were on point this whole week. So make sure to join that. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out. Thank you guys.